Hello and welcome to our final assembly of the week. So this week in our assemblies we've been talking about bullying, and we talked about what bullying was, and we talked about our understanding of bullying, our child-friendly charter, our posters that we've got around the school. We talked about what bullying meant, how it was something that happened again and again and again, and how it was designed to hurt somebody. And we talked about actually making the right choice is about being respectful, and that's saying, yes, we may be different, but so what? Everybody's welcome here at Wincham. There's no outsiders, so let's all just get on and you can just come and play regardless. It doesn't matter whether you support Manchester United or Manchester City or Liverpool or Everton. Just go and play together. Have a nice time, because that way everybody is happier and you get treated the way that you would like to be treated because you're doing that to other people. Okay? Now, sometimes that doesn't always work. So what we need to do is we need to see what we can do about this to make things better at our school. So we're going to have a look at being the change that we want to see. So making the world a better place and seeing how we can make things better in the world. Okay, so this is change starts with us. Okay, and we're going to have a look at some questions. And this is stuff for you to think about. So when was the last time somebody included you? When was the last time somebody asked how you are or gave you a compliment? When was the last time somebody smiled at you or helped you out? Okay, have a talk to your partner and think about two things. When was the last time that happened? And importantly, how did it make you feel? Okay, talk to your partners, go, pause the video. Okay, hopefully there's lots and lots of good ideas that you've shared with your class. And what you might find is that you start to feel quite good, because somebody might say, well, actually, I remember when Fred did this for me. And Fred sits there going, oh, yeah, that's quite cool. Okay, it makes you feel good for somebody to say that about you. Okay, but what would it be like if no one did these things? How would it feel if nobody did those things in school? So again, talk to your partner about that. Pause the video. Okay, it would be a sad place if nobody smiled at you. It would feel grim, wouldn't it? If nobody asked how you were, you wouldn't feel like you were very welcome. And we know that everybody is welcome at Wincham. We've got these signs that say no outsiders, but that means everybody is welcome. Okay, so be the change that you want to see. These are all things that you could say to somebody, things that make the world a better place. Did you have a nice break time? How are you feeling? Would you like to join in? That's a really good one if somebody's sitting on their own. And you know what? I saw that happening in school the other day. It was really lovely. There was somebody sat on their own at one of the picnic benches, and I thought, maybe I'll go and see if they're all right. And some other children just went up and sat there and talked, and the person who was sat at the picnic bench was looking a bit sad, and then they started to smile, and they started to giggle, and then all of the children sat at the bench, got up and ran away. And I thought, I don't need to do anything. It's great, because some of the children were doing exactly what they should have been doing. So well done, you guys. There's the question, are you okay? Or it might be, I thought you did really well. Now, sometimes we say that to each other when we're running around on the playground in a football match. Yeah, well done, you scored a goal. That was brilliant. Well, that was a really good kick. Well done. What a great throw-in. Or you were really good when you were playing Zombie Tick or whatever else you were playing. But actually, do we say that in school, in lessons? Now, your teacher does. I know that the adults in school say that all the time. But how often do you say that to your friends about a lesson? Do you know what? You were really good in that maths lesson. Or it might be that you're sitting next to somebody who just nudges you and says, hey, you do it like this. And they help you with your maths problem. Or they help you choose a good word to put in your writing. And maybe you could turn to them and say, do you know what? That was really cool. Thanks for helping me. Might be that somebody says, you can sit with me if you're not sure where you're going to sit at lunchtime. Or nice try, or can I help you? Lots of different ways to say really positive things. So another chance to talk. So again, pause the video. Who's responsible for making sure these things are said? Okay, have a think. Okay, what do you think? Is it your teacher? Is it me? Is it Mrs. Woodward in the office? Or is it actually you? Yeah, that's right, it's you. It really is up to us to be the change and make our community, our school, online and face-to-face, a really, really good place to be. It's our responsibility, every single one of us. Okay, so we all have that right. We have that responsibility. And then if we're doing it, then other people will do it as well. Other people will be cheery as well. Other people will be happy. So just like I said in an assembly a few weeks ago about how lovely it is when people say good morning to you really nicely in the morning. Now what I'm saying is, you know what, you can say that. You can say those things too. You can say, well done on your maths today. That was really good. I really love that picture you drew in art today. Or I really like the way that you're playing with other people. Or do you want to come and sit with me? So that we're making sure that we're behaving in the way that we want to be, the way that we want to be treated. So that helps us to show respect. Okay. Now, what would you change? So here's some things. Have a think about this. Dan went to a birthday party at the weekend, and Simon took a video of Dan diving into the pool. Simon said the video was funny. Dan didn't like it. He asked her to delete it. She refused. At school on Monday, Dan heard people talking and laughing about the videos, and lots of pupils had seen it. Dan's friend Caitlin showed him the video. Some pupils had written mean things underneath it. Okay, what would you change about that? What would you change? So have time to have a think. And absolutely, you're right. And as soon as Dan said he didn't like it and asked her to delete it, Simon should have said, yes, of course, no problem. And should Simon have shared it? Absolutely not. No, it's really not fair. So there was lots of things that had happened that Simon had done and that other people had done as well. So Simon shouldn't have shared it, but those other people shouldn't have written the mean things about Dan either. So there's several different things that went wrong in that case. Okay, did Caitlin do the right thing in showing Dan? Well, possibly, so that Dan knew about it, but actually Caitlin could have gone to a teacher and said, look, this has happened and I'm not happy about it. Can we do something about it, please? Okay, so there's different people that you can talk to about it. Here's the next one. Liam is handing out the maths books and he sees something rude written on Sally's book. He ignores it and hands it to her. Okay. Sally looks at her book. You're stupid is written across the cover. Sally quickly rubs it out and doesn't tell anyone. The next day, the same thing happens. Some pupils on Sally's table watch her rub it out and they start whispering. And at break time, Sally can hear people gossiping about the comments on her book, and some children are staring at her and pointing. So, have a think, what should happen in that situation? Right, let's see. So, first one, if we go back here, Liam is handing out the maths books. He sees something rude written on Sally's book. He ignores it and hands it to her. Has Liam done the right thing? No, Liam should have told a teacher. Okay, he should have made sure that somebody else, a grown-up, was responsible for sorting that out, because then we could have stopped it happening. Next one. Sally looks at a book. You're stupid is written across the cover. Sally rubs it out and doesn't tell anyone. So Sally is the victim here. Somebody's being unkind to her. Somebody's bullying her. But is Sally doing the right thing in not saying anything about it? Absolutely not. Sally needs to say, no, that's not right. I deserve a bit of respect. And somebody should be treating Sally a little bit better. And she should be able to say that and feel it's okay to speak to an adult, because it always is okay to speak to an adult in school. The next day, the same thing happens, and pupils on Sally's table watch her rub it out and they start whispering. Is whispering about it and not talking to Sally a kind thing to do? Nope. Is it showing respect? Nope. Should it have happened? Nope. And again, at break time, Sally can hear people gossiping about the comments, and some people are staring at her and pointing. Is it kind to talk about somebody else and point at them? No. It's just going to make Sally feel bad. And they might be saying, oh, isn't it terrible? Yeah, it was Sally over there. And they're still saying things that are actually supportive, but they're saying them about Sally, and it makes Sally feel bad about it because they're not saying it to Sally. So actually talking to Sally would have been the best thing to do at this point. So there's lots and lots of things that should have happened in that case. So final one, I've got a video for you to have a watch now, have a watch of. Okay, so we talked lots in our assemblies this week about what bullying means to us. We talked about being respectful, showing respect and treating other people the way that we want to be treated. And finally, we have talked about how we could change a situation to make it right so that we do the right things and behave the right way at the right time. I'm really, really proud of everybody at Wincham. I'm proud of all of you because almost always everybody makes the right decisions, and bullying is not something that happens at our school. And I am very proud of you for the decisions that you make and the way that you behave yourselves every day. So let's keep on doing that and keep on making Wincham a really cool place to be. See you around, guys. Bye-bye.